Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Left-Handed Chef, and in this video we're making steak tacos with roasted corn salsa. First of all, thank you to all of you who are watching my videos and have been subscribing to my channel. I'm really excited about it, and I have some great ideas and new content that I'm working on for future videos. So stay tuned for that. Now let's get back to the recipe. I'm going to roast these poblano peppers and get them nice and charred. Preheat your oven to 420 degrees Fahrenheit. I will use these peppers in the roasted corn salsa later on. They are mild but will add a great smoky flavor to the salsa. To get them nice and charred, roast them in the oven for approximately 10 minutes on each side, which will turn the skin dark and it will be easy to peel. Now let's make the steak marinade. This is a base sauce that you can use for other proteins as well. I'm using this food processor to blitz everything into a flavorful marinade. I use 1 serrano pepper, 2 cloves of garlic, lemon juice, preferably lime juice, but I actually forgot to buy it at the store, and a small bit of onion. Add salt, pepper and olive oil and blitz until smooth. Grab your steak. You can use any steak really, preferably a cheap cut. This T-bone steak was actually less than skirt steak, so I'm using that today. Add the steak to a Ziploc bag and add the marinade. Let the steak marinate for an hour or two. This steak was pretty thin, and you definitely do not want to over marinate, as the acidity from the lemon juice will break down the protein fibers. While the steak is marinating in the fridge, I will prepare the ingredients for the corn salsa. Grab a skillet and let it preheat. I want to roast the corn and develop a nicely charred flavor. Add some butter to the pan and pour in the corn. I think it's best to actually use fresh corn on the cob on the grill, but I do not have a grill at the moment and the corn is not in season yet, so I'm using regular canned corn. Move the corn around and keep it cooking until you start seeing some darker color appear. If your kitchen starts smelling like popcorn, you know that you're roasting corn the right way. Once the corn is done, put them aside and let them cool down. While you are waiting for the corn and the peppers to cool down, chop a bunch of cilantro and thinly dice about 1/4 of a cup of red onion. The peppers are now done. As you can see, the skin is peeling off nicely. Remove all the skin and the seeds from the peppers and chop it up into smaller pieces. This variety is not too hot. I suggest using gloves for peppers that are spicy. We've all made the mistake of touching a chili and then rubbing our eyes. It hurts. Now it's time to combine all the ingredients. Add everything to a bowl and make sure to give it a nice mix and season with salt and lemon or lime juice. I like the salsa quite acidic and fresh, so I added quite a bit of juice. The star of the salsa is of course the corn, but you can adjust the ratio based on your preferences. Alright, the steak is done marinating, so let's fry it up. I'm using my cast iron pan. Get it nice and hot and add some oil. I'm using a neutral tasting peanut oil as it has a high smoke point. I'm cooking the steak for approximately 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I like it medium-ish for steak tacos, and this cut is quite thin, so that should give it a good crust on both sides while it's slightly pink on the insides. For some extra color and smoky flavor, I added some smoked paprika powder at the end. Pull the steak off the pan once it's fully cooked and let it rest for a few minutes before cutting. Do not throw away the juices coming off the steak, as that's where a lot of the flavor is. Alright, it's time to slice the steak. This particular cut has a bone in it, so I'm removing it as I don't want to crack a tooth while eating my delicious tacos. Grab a sharp knife and slice the steak against the grain. For tough cuts especially, it's really important to slice the meat against the grain, as you want to shorten the muscle fibers. Especially for a dish like this when you're eating with your hands and you don't have a knife and fork. You do not want to get a tough cut of meat that you have to chew on. It will ruin your dinner. I like bite-sized chunks myself. The secret to assembling your taco is to heat up a tortilla of your choice. I'm using corn tortillas. In the pan where you just fried the steak, the tortillas will soak up some of the oil and flavor from the steak. Now we're almost there. Add some of the delicious steak, some of the roasted corn salsa, and of course the cheese. I'm using shredded cheddar cheese for that creaminess. I top my taco with thinly sliced serrano peppers for some heat, and of course it looks pretty. And there you have it, a garlic chili and lemon marinated steak with roasted corn tortilla taco. Perfect for a weeknight taco Tuesday, if you're looking to spice up your taco game. I like this recipe because it's quite simple, and you do not necessarily need to go to the store for that one ingredient, as you can always substitute one for the other. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you were inspired by this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and check out my other recipes.